welcome to the Scholar Progenium. Today we've got another exciting bolt action battle report for you. It's going to be the US versus the Italians, and we're having a duel in the desert. So as you can see, we're playing on a desert battlefield today, and we're actually using the desert rules. We're playing a mission from I think it's the Duel in the Sun. But before we get to deployment, I'm just going to explain to the boys the kind of difficulties they'll be dealing with in the desert. So first things first, Sam, I've got some good news for you.
Okay.
So you actually, because you're the Allied forces, you're supported by battleships in the Mediterranean, and that gives you, even though you actually will be the attacker today, sorry, bad news, the defender today, sorry, nice. Sam. So JP doesn't get his defender special rules. You, being the defender, actually get the prep bombardment on the attacker. Okay, and it comes in automatically. There's no rolling, no risk of getting a 1. You get the prep bombardment.
Okay, that's entirely
okay.
Is it a naval bombardment?
No, it's just a normal bombardment, but it automatically comes in. And it gets better because you also get to roll 2 dice and pick the highest results, just like the Brits.
Okay.
Now, also, you know, you're fighting as the US, but with the Brits as your solid allies, and that brings a weight of artillery fire in this theatre. So I've got a little present for you here. You actually get a free artillery observer
nice.
To add to your force. Now, not only that, Sam, it gets even better. I've got more presents for you. Happy to see you today. You get 2 minefields. So you get to place anywhere that aren't in JP's deployment zone. So they're for you, but however,
can I just? I hope my deployment's the one with the hard cover, because if I get 2 sets of trees.
No. Sam's defending the hard cover, JP. You have to attack through the scant the cover of the desert. Of course. Why do you think it's any different? Don't worry. There is a cost to all this, which I'll explain now. Now, fighting in the desert is a difficult and taxing affair for even the most veteran of infantry. So there's a few rules that you need to be aware of. Now, first of all, because of dust tracks, attacking forces, sorry about this JP, have to deploy first, because they reveal the fact that they're coming on the attack by, a dust trail that you'll be able to see miles away, like a column of sand in the sky. So JP, you'll be attacked. Is
that the good news for me?
No. That's coming. Well, the good news is, JP, that there is a road coming from your side all the way up to Sam's defensive position. The bad news about the road is that it only works on a 4-up because it's poorly maintained. So you can put your vehicles on it, but they might not go fast. But there is more. So it's very hot in the desert, and your infantry are dehydrated. Now, because of that, if you give them a run order, you have to roll a d6, and if it's equal to or higher than the current game turn, you're absolutely fine. But if it's less than the current game turn, then you can only run 6 inches that turn. You have to stick to the run order as well, just to represent, heat exhaustion. Now, there's another rule: sand, and more sand. And this affects vehicles. Now, what it essentially means is they're very unreliable in the desert. So all vehicles have the unreliable special rule. If you suffer a pin for any reason from a vehicle, for taking a hit, then you suffer an additional pin each time that happens. So just be aware of that. Now, on top of that, it's hard because of the mirage and the heat wave to accurately predict ranges. So if you're shooting over half range, it's an additional -1 to hit, so -2 to hit with shots over half range.
Everything? Cool.
This is on vehicles. However, the Italians, they've been fighting in the desert a while, Sam. So they don't suffer any of those disadvantages.
Oh.
That only affects you.
I should.
Lots of dehydration.
So the dehydration, the
Oh,
unreliable
so-
vehicles, and the extra -1 to hit over half range, that only affects the
Well, my guys
Americans
are
because they're
looking
not
at-
used to fighting in the desert.
Okay, I'll take that. That's not too bad.
So you have to suffer a load of artillery at the start of the game, but Sam's got unreliable everything
Yeah.
throughout the game. So you'll be on the back foot, but can you pull it back? That's the question.
Depends how accurate this artillery is.
And finally, gentlemen, there is one more bonus available left for each of you potentially. Now, Sam, you get your bonus, and that is the first dice of the game drawn. If you don't like it, you can put it back in the bag and have it just redrawn. That's the first dice of the game. That's it. That's to represent, again, the dust trails. You know the attacker's coming. You've just got a little bit more of an advantage in terms of initiative as he rolls towards you through the desert. So you can put it back. So whether it's yours or whether it's his after deployment, you can put the first dice back.
Okay.
The advantage you get, JP, you now both roll a dice, okay? JP gets to re-roll his.
Okay.
If he gets double your roll or more, then he picks a table edge, and if you are ever drawing your shot line towards that table edge, like ultimately if you extrapolate the line, it hits that table edge, you are shooting into the sun because he's lined up his attack with the sun behind him, and you suffer an additional -1 to shooting in that direction throughout the whole game.
Ooh, every imagery. Wow.
So you both need to roll a dice now. JP, you get a re-roll. You need to double Sam's roll.
Okay.
So Sam, if he rolls low now, he's only rolled a 3. You need a 6. You get a re-roll. Oh! He gets it. He gets it. Okay, that's what he needed. Classic JP getting the 6. So so basically, I presume you'll pick your board edge, JP.
I assume so.
Yeah. So whilst you're shooting towards JP, the sun's behind JP, Sam.
Oh,
He's timed it just right with the dawn, sun rising, and
I've
it's
been
in your
fighting this
eyes.
desert a while,
You're
son.
-1 to hit
Push
shooting in that
back my
direction.
eyes.
So with your vehicles, you're always -1 to hit. And if you're over half range, it's an additional -1 to hit.
Oh.
Even if you're in the open. And that affects artillery as well, vehicles and artillery.
Oof, okay.
Yeah. And you've got your unreliable, you take an extra pin.
So my vehicles.
If he hits you,
I'm
you're
kinda
taking 2
useless right
pins.
now. Okay.
So it's big. You do have the hard cover. You do have your hastily laid minefields.
Yep.
Now they affect you both on an equal roll. Actually, you don't get an advantage because they're hastily laid. You've just taken this. You've just taken this sort of rear line defensive sort of setup, which was probably occupied by the Italians until only recently, and now they're counter-attacking in the dawn to take back their land and push the Americans back. So it's a clash in the desert. Let's get to deployment. So first up we have the Italians. JP, do you want to take us through in a little more detail?
Yeah, so these are the desert hardened veterans from the last war. So they're here today to take on the overwhelming odds of the American forces on the beach. Well, sorry, not the beach, the desert.
You know
So-
the beach.
It's the same list as last time. We have a second lieutenant with a friend, regular. Then we have 2 squads of regular infantry, both with 1 LMG. Then we have the core of the veterans. We have the Basiglieri squad with 2 LMGs and a SMG on the officer. And then the paratroopers, late war, they have 1 LMG, 5 SMGs and 2 Panzerfausts.
Nice.
Rounding out the armoured car slots, we have the L640 flamethrower tank, and then we also have the M1542 as the vehicle of choice for today. The support options, we've gone with the medium howitzer, a veteran sniper, and a medium mortar with spotter.
Nice. So how many dice? 10.
10 dice.
1,000 points on the nose.
999.
No, no,
Good
no.
amount, good amount of men, vehicles, and units there. That's
Everything,
good.
yeah. Just nice,
It's a good list.
nice and solid. And next up we have the American list. Now, first glance, Sam, I'm seeing a few different unit choices here. Do you want to take us through it in a bit more
We'll
detail?
go on, starting on the left. Alright, so we got unit of vets, 2 BARs, 8 man 2 BARs.
Okay,
And we've got next to another 8 man 2 BAR squad.
okay,
And another 8 man 2 BAR squad at the back.
okay.
These are all
So
vets.
these are all double BAR 8-man veteran squads.
I mean,
Is it a fighter or anything like that?
No, that's these guys here with the berets. So the beret guys are going to be tough fighter with 1 BAR in the squad.
Okay,
8 men again. And then we have a 7-man engineering team with a flamethrower and a BAR.
okay, cool.
Then we've got a second lieutenant, sorry, it doesn't actually have him.
Second lieutenant on his own,
On his
regular?
Yep, just a reg.
Okay,
Then we have the bazooka team, just a reg. Then we have the mortar at the back, the heavy mortar.
oh
Regular.
nice, heavy mortar. One of our members, Timo, wanted to see this, so we've got him going in this battlefield today. Yeah, take
He's-
it.
Oh, he's a great choice. He just same points. He just replaces the air observer.
Oh, nice.
It was an easy.
But it's
swap.
not going to hit you.
Exactly. The curse may be broken.
Then, of course, you've got your free artillery observer for this
Courtesy of the
mission.
Brits. Then for vehicles, we've got a regular Sherman. It's just the M4A1. He hasn't got the pintle.
No pintle
No
mounted. No thin sides.
No thin sides.
But he does set on fire.
Yes.
Okay.
And then we have the 2.5 ton truck with an MMG on top of it. So it's the 18 manner.
Okay, cool. That's right, 18 mana. Okay, I think that's really cool. It's how many dice? 11 now.
11 now.
So it's
it was 10.
So it's more compact than you would normally take your US, but
It was really
Wow.
hard not to regular spam.
all your
it was
regs
really
are...
hard not to regular spam.
You're forcing yourself to take vets. I think you might get a taste for them. We'll find out after this battle. So we'll have a look at deployment now. So here we have the field of battle after deployment. As we can see, the sun is behind the Italians. It's up. It's just after dawn. And that will mean that all the American units will be on a -1 to hit, unless, you know, on the second turn he can roll a 6,
Yes.
third turn a 5, so on and so forth. Then he'll lose that penalty. The Italians have decided to risk it for the biscuit with a few of their units, despite the double roll, pick the highest artillery bombardment that the American...
I'm looking forward to that.
Brit and American rules. So the Italians, they are forced to deploy within 12 inches of the centre of the road, but up to 18 inches on. So they're almost at the halfway line. They've advanced forward in the early dawn before this point. Now, in terms of units, they have paratroopers in this bit of soft sands. Now, this essentially means that tracked vehicles on a 4, 5 or 6, they have to roll a dice if they enter on a 4, 5 or 6, they move normally. 1, 2 or 3, they move that amount of inches. But infantry and wheeled vehicles aren't affected by that, and it's soft cover only whilst you're in it, not shooting through it. So also goes other veteran unit is Bersaglieri in the other bit of soft sand on the side of the road. He's got his sniper set up nice and safe from the bombardment outside of his deployment zone, just in the rocky terrain over here. And then he has some regulars and a mortar squad to the left of the road in some palm trees and soft cover, and then his artillery and officer to the right hand side of the road. Now, Sam's deployed his mines. He's texted me. JP doesn't know what it is, but I know and Sam knows the type of mines that they are here. Now, there's various mine clearing rules. If we go down that route, we'll explain what they are. But essentially, they can do damage to infantry and vehicles that move through them. If you run, it's 3 times as likely as if you advance. In terms of the terrain on the American side, they've got some hard cover here, they've got some hard cover here, and they've got some hard cover here, and everything else is just soft cover trees. They've set up a mortar in this little dugout with a squad of veterans.
Yep, just vets.
Then they've got another squad of veterans just in the sort of little roadblock. And then the checkpoint, I imagine it is, on the edge of the town. And they've got their Sherman just defending the checkpoint as well. So he's got that in an aggressive stance for sure. And he's got some more veterans over on this side He's got his artillery observer
And a bazooka team.
and the bazooka team over here. Now, we're not counting this as bunker rules. It's hastily set up, so it's just hard cover. And then he's got another minefield just set up, blocking off this bit of soft cover here for the Italians. So it's going to be very interesting. If the Italians can push up into the Americans' faces, making the most of that sunlight, then they'll, you know, they could probably be all over the Americans. The Americans have a truck with 2 squads of infantry, including a flamethrower, off the board as well, but they can't dash on from the road. They have to come on, you know, in basically the open. And yeah, so you've got how many dice in reserve?
I've got 4.
And you've got
3 in reserve as well. And you've got both tanks and a squad of regulars.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. Your bazooka's deployed in here. Okay, right guys. So with that, it's going to be the first dice out of the bag. So we'll join you in a little bit. And oh yeah, prep bombardment. Right, so you automatically get it.
Nice.
So we'll start now. We got 2 dice on you?
Yeah, got 2 dice.
Right, I'll bring some pins with me. Let's go.
Alright, it's mortar team. It's nothing.
Nothing. Double 1.
The squad over here,
It's 2 pins.
2 pins. Define the range. The paratroopers at the front,
2 pins.
the Bessariari, 2 pins as well.
2 pins. Okay, not so bad so far, JP.
The howitzer,
1 pin.
Okay. And the officer at the back, 1 pin.
1 pin.
So obviously, I bombarded the
so-
front, but not the back. They've called in danger close a little too close, I think.
He's just having to hammer over a wide area. They've called in a bombardment into the valley, haven't they? So even though it's a heavy saturation, it's a large area to cover there. And yeah, the Italians, they're already close, man. Maybe the artillery was called in slightly behind them. Right, okay, so you've still got your 3 artillery officer. You can stack more pins on top of that.
So he gets to re-pick the first dice. If
He gets to repick the first dice. So do you want to pull the first dice now, or shall I?
Yes, you will.
1 take, baby. It is.
I'll keep it.
It's you want it. Okay, so that is Americans with the first dice. We'll be back. Okay, first shot of the game. It's going to be Sam's new heavy mortar targeting into the howitzer in that little cluster of palm trees.
For you, Timo, let's do it.
Yo, we did it, Timo! Oh my god. Timo smiled down on you.
That's going to be all. I'm sure.
That's gonna be, it's a 3-inch template. Let's get it out. So as you can see, with that 3-inch template, you can cover all of the crew and both officer and buddy. So it's gonna be killing on 2s, is it?
Yep.
Right, okay.
Let's do this. Alright,
So 2 on the officer and buddy.
Yep, let's do them first.
It's double kill. Officer's
And
dead.
there's 4 crewmen or 3 crewmen?
Heavy mortar showing the artillery boys how it's done. Oh, he's
God.
wiped the howitzer and the
Oh,
officer first time.
Boom!
Oh, you guys should see the look on JP's face right now. Next dice is American, and he's advancing up with these veterans into the soft cover. It's going to be 6s to hit, sunlight, over half range, and soft cover.
Come on.
He gets 2 hits, 3 hits.
Nice. And it's the vets though, so.
In 5s,
1.
he gets 1. Next dice is Italian, and the sniper has got a nice position in the rocky outcrop, just going to shoot at the British field artillery observer. So this could be a clutch shot now, JP.
I need some luck
You
here.
need this.
It
He's got
hits.
the hit, it's a 4 to kill. He's
Oh,
got
he's got
the
him.
kill.
Boom,
Okay,
off the field.
so you've gone from looking at a ton more pins to, yeah, essentially this is all you've got to deal with now. Taking away one of Sam's big disadvantages there, big advantages.
Yeah.
Good shot. Good
Yeah, if
shot.
Sam had got another kill on you, then
Yep.
he would have been 3
Time
ahead,
for
and you would have been
the
crumbling. So that's good. Puts you in a comfortable, more comfortable. So the Italian mortar spotter here, he's got a really nice position where you can just see from the hills into the US defences. So he's going to pop a counter battery fire mortar
It's the
shot
right thing to do.
from his medium onto the heavy. Can he do
Come on.
6 for
Need
6?
this as well.
No.
Oh. The countdown's on them.
Both players have gone down with a few units off the board. Now the Americans have run out of dice to do that.
Yep.
They're advancing forward with a veteran squad. They're deciding to give up their own hard cover to try and close the gap so they're not suffering a range penalty and the sun. Because also soft cover as well, making this sixes.
Yep. So 10 dice. And we get
Couple
2.
of hits, yeah, that's doing well.
And we've done 5s again.
No, nothing this time but a pit. Last American dice, and the GIs have just advanced up behind the tank. The bars are within range of these paratroopers here.
Yeah,
So 4 shots on sixes.
Here we go. Nothing.
Nothing. So the Italians have had their last 3 dice. They just rallied all their squads here, although the Basigliari remain with 1 pin on them. So reserves can start coming in now from turn 2. No one's outflanking with anything. As we can see, essentially, the Italians have rallied themselves from the artillery barrage that's come into the valley, and now they're getting right into the teeth of the Americans. The Americans likewise pushing up off camera. The bazooka advanced out of the hard cover here, getting more central now that the snipers placed over here, and yeah, essentially just closing in and kind of surrounding the Italians a little bit. Very lucky getting 2 kills with that heavy mortar first dice. However, you know, I think the Italian, it's all to play for here. Italians have got some really good armour that can come in and wreck Sam's valuable squads. So we'll get dice back in the bag and we'll
roll for the sun.
Yeah, so I'll roll for the sun now. See if I can join the party, see if I can get a 6.
Join the party,
woo!
If I get a 6,
Not on
then
the big dice as well.
we've got the big dice. No, it's a 4, JP. You're lucky. You keep your sort of auto cover. Sam rolled a 3 for his ambush dice. So the Sherman is just activated, but nothing happened. First dice of turn 2 is American, and the mortar spotter can see the Italians mortar over here. So he's going for another lucky 6 for Timo now.
I'm not even going to look.
No, it's just a 3 now.
Having heart palpitations.
Don't worry, Timo, we'll get him.
It's a battle of the 6s now. I'm so glad I don't have to face either of these guys just rolling 6s right now. Doing it to each other. Second dice of turn 2, also US. Sam's going to dash this bazooka team away from the mortar, but he needs to check to see if they're suffering from a heat stroke or dehydration, so don't
Go on,
roll the
Bazooka
1.
Bob, you're good to go.
It's okay. They're nicely hydrated here. Sam's put the Sherman on ambush, which kind of sucks for JP. 3 dice in a row. JP's just had a dice and he's put the Basigliari on ambush there. Interesting choice. The US decide to return fire onto the ambushing Basigliari. JP's elected to go down with that squad, making it 6s, followed by 6s.
Any love? Okay, there was 2 chances. Nothing.
No.
Good job.
Italian mortar going for the heavy mortar in the compound on a 5 now.
Oh no.
Come on. Retaliation.
He gets
I
it!
knew it was gonna
Okay.
No, Timo,
2
no.
inches. That's going to hit, is it? All 4
Yeah.
crew.
It's on a base.
Killing on 2s.
Oh no.
Come on. Retaliation. Oh
A couple of 1s there.
no! There is a 6 in there though.
Oh yeah, can he get an HE? Can he
Come
blow
on.
it up?
Yeah.
It's the battle of the 6s,
Exceptional.
Sam.
Yes! He blows it up! Boom! God, the ammunition goes up. Wow, okay.
Dice out the bag. Timo, no.
There's 2 dice each now. Observer and sorry, Timo. We just to explain, this battle report is essentially dedicated to our members. You know, you guys, you give us a lot of support, and we, you know, really massively appreciate that. It like gives us super motivation to like put out all the content, improve the battle report every week, everywhere we can, and so on and so forth. So we asked them, you know, what did they want to see, and Setso was like, I want to see a battle in the Western Desert, and Timo wanted to see artillery observers, and he wanted to see heavy mortars. So we happened to have a mission that gave. Well, the mission does say that the Allies. I didn't just make that up. The Allies do actually get the free artillery observer, so it's the perfect mission choice. And also, Sam got himself heavy mortar and painted up. He wanted that unit anyway, so very serendipitous, one might say. But both of them dead now, so yeah, great. Yeah, can't complain. Got two dice for one. How many points is he?
75.
75. So definitely. Is that with the observer?
Yes.
With the spotter?
With the spotter, 75.
Oh, that's good value. That
There's an exact swap for the air observer.
for that big
You got
template,
a
that's
medium
well worth
powers
it.
that, an officer and a friend.
Yeah, that's good. So
Pay for himself.
very interesting. Anyway, it's going blow for blow here. These guys are good at rolling dice. Let's pull another one out of the bag. The Italian sniper took a shot at the bazooka team, who had to stop just outside of the area terrain from his run. We reckoned he was definitely within range.
I thought it was good.
Yeah, for sure, but he's a hair over 36. So, yeah, the shot falls short with a plink of dust. The paratroopers sit on ambush in the soft sand bowl. In response, the GIs are going to shoot into them. This time, JP's staying up. 10 shots on 6s.
Come on, anything? You get 1.
Yeah.
Just the 1. There's an extra pin on our mission for so. And a
Good
kill.
kill.
Way.
The GIs huddled up behind the Sherman. They're taking another burst at the paratroopers. They've got to stay up. It's 4 shots on 6s.
Come on, get him.
He gets another hit.
That's the pin I needed. And a kill.
Oh, and another kill. Oh my gosh, Sam.
Yes, high in the sand.
These Italians stalling. Italians bring a regular squad on from reserve, passing their order check. They're shooting at the veterans over here across the road. So they're going to be 6s.
Ooh,
They
that's a
get a
hit.
hit in return.
Nice.
No kills though. Italian regulars advance out of the soft cover. They're going to shoot across at these veteran US infantry. It's 5s for the LMG, 6s for the rifles.
So 4 shots on 5s.
Oh, good roll.
2 hits.
2 hits. And then 1, 2, 3, 4,
6.
5, 6 shots on 6s.
Yeah. Nothing.
No.
Yeah, 2 hits then. Just hit 2 pins. Ooh,
And
kill as
kill.
well. Is anyone special?
No.
Sorry, rifle.
American truck advances on the board, packed full of infantry. The paratroopers have been waiting for this moment. They're popping the LMG. It's 2 pins,
Over half range.
over half range.
6s.
So 6s.
Come on. Oh, gets it.
Wow, there's the 1. So it's the hit. 2 pins for the truck. No.
No.
The truck's on 2 pins now. Because of this unreliable rule.
Oh yeah, we've got unreliable vehicles.
Yep.
So 2 pins, and the dudes inside, I think.
Let's find out.
The Americans have had the last of their dice. They rallied one, the engineer squad inside the truck, cleared the pins off it. The veterans then foobarred and went down
Yeah, I just
inside
wanted to
the
get
truck. He wanted to hop out of the truck. Now the Italians have their last 2 dice. It's with the last 2 Italian dice. He failed to come on with the Dakar tank, and then the flamethrower tank just snuck on behind here. You can't get cover from intervening infantry. That's just other infantry models. However, he was trying to just pop a shot at long range at the truck, trying to knock it out, but he's actually just over 36 inches there. Sam then had held off on his ambush when this came on, expecting the Dakar tank, and then it failed its order check. He has rolled to see if he can pop his ambush, but he failed to do that as well. So yeah, just a cagey little end to the turn. As we can see, on the Italian side of things, they are just pushing up a solid front with their infantry with the sun to their backs.
Ooh, there's the sun
A
state.
little regular squad bringing up the back with the flamethrower squads as a second wave. And then the Americans have consolidated their forces in the centre of the field to face off against the Italian push. And so it's basically going into turn 3. I'll roll the dice now to see if the sunrise goes out of the Americans' eyes.
5 up.
5 up this time for turn 3. No,
Still there.
still there. Okay, Italians, probably time to get aggressive now. First dice of turn 3 is US. He's hopping his unpinned engineer squad out towards these sets of bushes, and he's going to shoot at the Pacigliari there as they sort of huddle in this sand bowl.
Alright, everyone's in range. BAR is over half range. Everyone's over half range.
Over half range, sun and cover.
So let's go for it. Get some 6s. There's 2. And there's 2 dead.
2 dead. Amazing.
Is it anyone exceptional?
No.
Oh.
Italian regulars advance up to join the paratroopers in the sand bowl, and they're going to shoot across into the US veterans that are already on 2 pins. So it's 6 shots on 5s, 4 on 6s.
4 on 6s first.
There's
Nothing.
nothing yet.
5s.
He's got a couple of hits. Can he kill these vets? Yes,
Yes,
he
double
can.
kill.
Double kill in
Anyone
return.
special?
No.
Double
Just
kill for
went
double
blow
kill.
for blow. The Pacigliari are taking more fire, this time from the advancing veterans. The Pacigliari have gone down against that 6s followed by 6s.
Can't be Italian. Oh, there's a chance.
Oh.
That was a good chance. All right, fair play. Going down was the right shout.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Nothing. The Americans are activating their Sherman. He's going to pop a shot with the sun glaring in his eyes. It's going to be a 5 to hit the flamethrower tank. He's also going to pop shots, soft cover,
So I'm going to go for the paratroopers.
paratroopers, so over 6 is on those with the hull mounted. So it's 1 shot on 5s with
Come
the
on,
medium.
lad. Oh, no.
Okay.
Here's a sign of relief.
Let's see if we
Italians
can
need some relief here.
let's see if we can get a pin on these paratroopers. No,
Nothing.
wasted
The tank.
activation.
Oh, he's wasted.
3
3
turns in
go.
a row. 3 turns wasted.
I just realised that would have been a 6 to hit with the Sherman because Sam is, of course, suffering from desert rules, which means he's an additional -2 if he's over half range with his vehicles and artillery. So sunlight plus -2 would have been a 6. Vet squad in the truck looking to advance out but needing an 8.
We
He
go.
makes it.
Nice.
So shooting across the road into the sand bowl. Veterans at 6s followed by 6s on those paratroopers though.
Tried our best. Oh, one chance. One chance.
No. The American veterans in the compound just shooting across into the paratroopers. Sam's just stacking up those pins. You've still not activated, still not going down.
6 is the hit. Come on. There's
Gets
2
2 hits.
Come on, lads.
Come on, Sam.
Yeah. Yeah.
And a kill. Oh, he's just picking these guys off as they lie with their heads down in this like shallow sand bowl. Grim. Yeah, the Americans really accumulating a lot of infantry here. As the sun begins to rise across the battlefield, the mortar's going to try and pop a lucky 6 into the regular engineer squad that's carrying the flamethrower.
Uh-oh.
Come on.
No,
Yes.
not quite. Italian regulars advancing up to support the vets. They're going to shoot across at these GIs that are in the open. So over half range moved.
Oh, yeah. Nothing. Wait.
Sam's officer stumbles on the board edge, passing his order check. However, he did give a run order, but failed his dehydration check. He's just been stumbling around, lost in the
Sprinting
desert
through
for a
the
turn,
desert.
thirsty. So he only managed to get up 6 inches. He's passed his order check for the Dakar tank this time, and he's going to roll to see if this rough desert track gives him the mobility he needs. It's a 4 up.
Come on, need the sand to be nice and strong.
Oh, he's excited. He's dropped it. Yes, he gets it. The double move for the road. I'm loving all these little twists.
Oh well.
18 inches with the Dakar tank. With that move, he's managed to get within half range of the Sherman. If he gets a hit, it's 2 pins, remember, because of the sand and more sand rule. Now, he's also within half range with an 18 of these veterans here. These are the tough fighter ones.
Yep.
They've already got a pin. Can he make it 2? Oh, are you going for those or the...
Engineer.
These guys are in the open, so it's just 4s to hit.
Sometimes it happens.
So 4s with the 10 shots. And are you doing the big gun first or it's 4 as well?
I'll go for the big gun first. So it's just moved.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's it.
4.
So 4. Come on. Italy needs some luck in this game.
Can he drill the Sherman? No, he can't. As he rumbles along, he hits a pothole and misses the shot there.
Oh.
Right, 10 shots in on 4, is that?
Okay. That's a good roll.
That's a solid roll.
That's a very good roll.
Could have done with that before.
So, Colonel 5s.
He's got the second pin in there.
Ooh,
And
3
he's
dead.
given them the beans.
Anyone
That's
special?
3 veterans dead. No, if you targeted this squad, they would have been taking a run check. But that's, yeah, it's all right, but not ideal there. That Sherman's unpinned. The Italians run up their flamethrower tank to support the Dakar tank. The armies are really lining up and facing off against each other now. Sam's shooting his truck across the road into this regular squad of Italians that have advanced, but it is still 7s, just because of the sun. Even just 1 pin makes you really vulnerable if the unit's in cover, you just can't hit. So at the end of turn 3, both sides closing the gap and consolidating their forces. Of course, Sam has lost his mortar, and what else have you lost? Your free artillery observer.
Got him before he could call it.
And yes, JP, as we saw, lost his 2 dice. So for a couple of turns, no more units killed, but the sun could well disappear now. It's going to be a 4 up. And as we can see, it's 2 light tanks versus 1 medium tank. And yes, it's quite a good spread of infantry facing off against each other now. So let's see if that sunrise rises above the hill, so to speak. On a 4 now.
The Italians need 5 more minutes.
It's a still. That's really good. Now they're close up. Sam's still having a negative. Really, really bad. At least you're not suffering the double negative of being over half range now. You'll probably be within half range of every unit you shoot at, which is good. First dice of turn 4. It's American. He's going for the Sherman. They're eyeing each other up down this road. The sun is still in his eyes, so it's going to be a 4 to hit with that big gun.
Can the tank go down? No.
Not in this situation. You can. He's also putting his hull-mounted machine gun into the paratroopers. It's going to be 6s.
Okay, let's do this. Come on. Right up front.
He gets a
come
1!
on.
Oh.
Barrage the sunlight.
Alright, then hit on 6s.
Nothing.
Tanks at 4 turns of nothing. There's tanks at nothing for 4 turns.
Desert's just. He's full of sand, man. Full of sand.
That was rough.
The
Italians,
Italians live another day.
there's just a target-rich environment for the Italian tanks now. Next dice is Italian. He's returning in kind, popping a shot from his light anti-tank gun at the Sherman, and he's also spraying those veterans up again. It would be 3s for both, but he's going down with the veterans to make it 5s.
Yep.
This is just when you don't need your veterans going down.
Okay,
Needing a 3.
needing a 3. Come on, for El Duce.
No! Oh my
Oh,
gosh,
I need
this
that.
tank duel.
This is a win.
They just shoot it. It's hard to judge distance in the desert, man.
Literally looking at each other.
10
It's
shots on
flat lights in the
5s
door.
as you went down. Come on.
No, it's
Two
done.
hits.
Got a couple.
Okay.
Maybe 5 again. Can he do it? They've already taken a beating. Nothing else. That's 3 pins now.
3 pins and
That's
down.
both
That's them
tanks-
out for 2
that's both
turns.
big tanks activated.
Oh,
That's them out for 2 turns.
you've still got your flamer though. The American GI is just repositioning and shooting some shots towards a particular area, but that sun's still penalising them. They're on 6s to hit.
Come on.
Nothing.
Wow. Okay.
Where are they? Just can't make them out. Veteran GIs on the right flank. Just repositioning a bit further away from these SMG wielding paratroopers. And they're going to give the beans to the Italian regulars there. So it's 4 shots on 5s now.
Come on. Get some kills.
He's got a hit there.
Okay. Okay. This.
And then a couple on 6s, 3 on
Ooh,
6s.
there we
2
go.
hits
2
in
hits.
total.
Come on. Anything? Nothing.
Kills.
Ah.
The Italians will take the pin.
Pin on those regs there. Mortar team snuck away in this palm grove. Just popping a shot. It's on a 5 now. Onto
I
the
really forgot.
regular Slavebird team. I was like clenching my teeth. I couldn't say anything. Wouldn't be
Oh,
fair.
no.
So
I completely
you
forgot.
you
Oh well.
odds on you should get away.
Random dice. Picked one up. Needing a
Get
5.
It is
In
exciting.
the excitement, he's rolled off the table.
No, he gets away with the error. Sigliari aiming to shoot, now getting to the action, needing to pass an order check. He's got a pin. He fails it on a 10 and goes down.
Okay.
They've just
That frees up the field a little
been
bit.
cowering in the sand bowl all game. Italian regular squad on the left flank, just staying still, shooting across the road into the veteran tough fighters that have taken a bit of a beating.
No, into the engineer squad.
Oh, into the engineer squad that are in
Okay,
cover.
so.
You need to pass an order check on an 8. Yes.
Yeah, on me.
He passes.
Yeah.
So what is
Oh, he's in range with all his riflemen and his LMG over into these regulars. That is going to be 10 shots on 5s. And Sam's going down
I'm gonna go
because
down
of
for
that. Keeping that flamethrower alive.
The push has kind of died on the flank, so I might as well shoot them anyway.
There is
There's a chance.
potential.
No. Okay, well, we'll fight another day. Italian regulars are just going to sit still by the abandoned mortar. And he's going to pop shots at the truck that's in the open. So it's just 4s to hit over half range.
Yeah.
And he's got 1 rifleman out. So how many shots is it?
9 dice total.
9 dice.
Oh,
So only a
just
couple
2.
of hits.
Two
Really
chances.
bad roll.
2 chances.
Needing a 6 to knock it out.
Not damage it anyway.
Oh, he
Oh,
gets the
damage.
6. So soft skin. So you
Yeah,
just get the
wrong.
full table.
On the table. It's
2
immobilised.
immobilised.
Okay.
Not that bad.
I think that's 4 pins.
That's
pins.
yes, it is 4 pins because each time you take a pin, so 1 for being hit, 1 for taking the immobilised.
4 pins as well.
4 pins from a rifle hit. That's nice.
Wow.
That's nice. Here's something important there. The GI vets are standing stubbornly in this hardcover, spraying over at the paratroopers again. It's their 6s to hit still, but they've been doing well so far.
Come on.
Oh, he's got
2.
2 again.
Come on,
If
lads.
he gets another 2 now.
Come on. Oh,
He's
no.
got nothing but a pin.
Just a pin. I can take a pin.
Yeah, they
Just
did
don't
rally,
fail
so
me
they're
and
back up
go
to 1.
down.
JP's going for an order check on his second to last dice. It's on the paratrooper. He's going for an advance order towards this tank, towards those GIs. He passes it. So he's still rocking a load of kit on these guys. He's got 2 SMGs and an LMG hitting on 5s over on those GIs there. 8 shots on
Shots on
5s.
5s.
Oh, there's 3.
3 hits.
Nice.
Healthy number.
And they're better one, aren't they, Sam?
Yep.
He's only got the
Just
1
one.
kit.
Number 1.
And just back to a pin. So we are at the tail end of turn 4. It's down to 1 dice each bazooka and flamethrower tank. Sam's had his dice first. He's pulled forward with his bazooka, ready to pop a shot over here. However, he has strayed just into ambush range. We've measured it up. The sniper, the Italian sniper in the rocky outcrop, can shoot
Just
him
enough
now.
to clip him.
Can he get the hit? Is he a vet? No, he's a regular.
He's just a reg.
Okay, needing a 3.
Even just a pin is good at this point.
Yeah.
No!
Oh, he misses with the sniper.
Oh, this
Right,
is how
okay.
you snipe the shite.
And we are in.
You're in range. Nice. Okay, so it's moved.
5s.
Over half range. I'm sun in your
Alright,
eyes.
sorry. Come on,
It's a 6. Can he get a 6? No, he can't. Okay. Well then, that was a quick back and forth.
The
Now
sun
it's
needs
the
to go.
flamethrower tank. So we'll let JP have a little think. We'll be back. So he's going for an advance order. What he wants to do, get up this road, flame into the pinned up veterans, try and drive them off. But first of all, he needs to pass a check as a one-man turret to advance.
Advance.
Which he does do.
Yeah.
And now he wants a 4-up for the
Road.
the bumpy track.
Come on.
Which he does get. So
It's a
he's
lovely little light tank.
the Americans, first thing they did when they got here, fix the road. The Italian flamethrower tank. He's advanced up the road as far as he can go. He couldn't go any further because then he'd be off the road. He's probably just over 6 from the flamethrower and the Sherman, so he wants that point blank advantage. It's a 3 to hit these veterans now, JP.
The sniper's missed twice. Can the tank do something better? Come on.
He's done it.
Ah.
Right,
Can't do much about
okay.
that.
So D3 plus 1 pins
D-
first.
Pins for, you can do it, yeah. D3
Yeah.
plus 1 pins. It's 4 pins going on to 7.
Okay, and like you're gonna run.
Okay, you do the fear check first.
No, deal with the damage roll.
Oh, damage first.
All the
yeah.
damage roll first.
D6 damage.
D6 plus 1 because you're a
Six.
vehicle. 6. That could wipe the squad on its
Yeah.
own.
So, plus 3, right? So, yeah.
2. He's got his customary 3 1s there.
Plus 3.
So he kills 3, but it's enough.
Can I get the sergeant? Because that'll
Yeah,
make it
yeah,
even
that'll
better.
make a difference.
Yes,
Yes,
it
you
does.
can get the sergeant. So there's 2 men left there.
They're
They're on -8, so he needs a double 1 to pass.
Yeah, come on, lads, you got this. Is the lieutenant in room?
Can he do it?
Oh, you probably just removed the 2
I
casualties.
probably have. Oh no. Alright, come on, lads, we got this.
No.
No, anyway.
So
The little tank that can.
that is an infantry squad taken off and a dent in the American lines at the end of turn 4. So with that, let's take a look at the broader battlefield. The American GIs continue to duel soft cover to soft cover, but with that sun continuing to be in their eyes, it's a slow and beautiful sunrise, but it does make hitting these Italians rather difficult.
Your experience in the desert heat.
Yeah, just the vehicles in general suffering. The truck, of course, taking 4 pins from being immobilised, just from some rifle fire from these regulars supporting back here. So the Italians sort of
The push is happening.
they're in a sort of this guy's the front of the spear, so to speak, the forlorn hope, backed up by plenty of infantry in a narrow wedge towards the American lines.
I need to roll from-
It is kill points, and it's now 3 to 2. Yes, you do need to do your fuel whilst we're still going. So he does run out of fuel on that tank. Now he doesn't flare or anything like that. He's still got an MG. But that's just a medium machine gun now. That's disappointing. But that keeps the Americans certainly in the game. So yes, as we can see, most of the Italian units have, or all of the Italian units have shifted their pins now. For the Americans, for the most part, it is the same. But really, fingers crossed now. He's still got this unit in hard cover wedged in
good
support.
force left on the field. Look at the
Yeah,
casualties.
great force. He's got a medium tank over 2 lights. That running out of fuel makes this Sherman a
Such a
lot
difference.
safer. Yeah. So with all that being said, let's roll this old sunrise
Come on.
dice.
On a 4 up now.
3 up.
3 up now. It was a 4 up last time.
Come on, a 1 or a 2.
Is
Yeah,
there? Okay.
Fuck,
So
I'm sorry.
okay, so the sun's out in the sky. It's been a long battle. It's noon now. The sun's going to be overhead. And it's what? 3 dice killed by the Italians. Two.
Nice back. Ooh.
2 dice killed by the GIs still. They've just been sat on that first glorious heavy mortar shot. But now, you know, they really are in each other's faces. A couple of units had to go down there. They failed order checks. That slowed things down a little bit. But I think this turn, certainly, going into turn 5, they've really got to start getting aggressive. Maybe even get some assaults on. Start getting those dice up because currently it's only a 1 dice difference. It's a draw. And is it even numbers? 8 each in the bag?
Yeah.
8 each in the bag. Right, we'll be back turn 5. It's a big first dice turn 5. I'm going to pull it now. Little shake. And it is red. The Americans have had the initiative all game. With the Faust wielding paratroopers nearby on the Italian side. The Sherman really wants to back up, but his own infantry in the way. He does want to put a side on for this light anti-tank gun.
Actually kill me that
Yeah, so he's going to just stay still, pop a shot over here. I'm sure you're within half range there, 30 inches. So it's going to be a 3 to hit. You're going for the Dakar tank or the Flamer?
I'm going to go for the Dakar and Homeland is going to go on to them.
Right, so to suppress them instead of backing away from them. Got to get aggressive now. Come on, Sherman. He's not done much all game.
3 up.
Oh, look.
He gets a 1!
He gets a 1! Didn't even watch.
Oh my gosh, Sam. Medium tanks, eh?
Okay.
Something.
So we're hitting these guys now on 4s.
Who are you shooting at, sorry?
The paratroopers.
Paratroopers on
5
4.
shots. On 4s, yeah, come on.
Three
He's
hits.
got 4 hits.
4 hits.
there.
Nice. Okay, come
Okay,
on.
5s.
1.
Only 1.
1 and a hit, I'll take it.
So you'll be down to a sergeant with a Panzerfaust and an SMG, an LMG without a loader, and a rifleman with a Faust.
No, the rifleman also has an SMG.
Oh.
It's 2 SMG Panzerfaust, but that's the sergeant one, and that's 1 LMG without the logo.
That's a very expensive 3-man squad.
It's very expensive to use though.
Okay, right, well
This
that's...
tank is
Is
useless.
that the first dice of the
That's the
turn?
first dice.
Let's see what the second one is. Give him a rattle. Got one in my hand. It's now the time for an Italian response. He's going for the sniper shot. It's a big activation here. He knows he can take this bazooka out and save the flamethrower tank. I mean, it's a machine gun tank now, but
It's a
still.
machine gun tank now, but
It's in point blank, probably. Right, go on. Needing a 3.
he hasn't hit yet. Come on.
He gets the
Damn
hit.
it.
Right,
There's the
needing a
pin that
4.
needed. Need the 4 to go.
No!
Okay, I'll take
There's a
that.
pin though.
It's at the maximum range, like 35 and a half. The bullet just
Yeah. Just plinking them at him.
Freaking hurt this.
So next dice is Italian. He's going to activate the Dakar tank, put the 10 hull mounted into the flamethrower regular engineers, and the other 10, the light anti-tank gun into the front of the Sherman, see if he can put 2 pins on him.
No, I forgot I'm still playing the barrel. Damn it.
So it's going to be a 3 to hit.
I need this to hit. That run out of fuel. I need this to hit. Come on.
He
No,
gets a
no,
1!
This is the tank battle ever.
Dust and sand everywhere. We're all just sweating in these
Both
like
these crews are
armoured
useless.
vehicles, like can't see from the sweat running down their faces. Wow. Just right in each other's face. He's still got the flamethrower tank though.
10 shots. Into the
I'm going to
infantry.
have to stay up, which is horrible.
10 shots from this tank into these regulars here. Sam's gritting his teeth with these regular
Oh,
engineers.
good
10
blitzing.
shots on 4s.
That's a good amount of 4s.
I think it's
No,
actually
it's-
you got lucky there, Sam. It's
Oh,
only 4 hits.
Okay.
4 to go.
Oh, come
Two
on.
kills,
2
two
chances as
sixes.
well. No.
Can he get the flamethrower now? No, he cannot.
Okay, rifleman
3
down.
dead though.
3
Almost a
dead.
small team. Oh, he's got a sneaky GI hidden in that bush there, so it's not quite half squad. He doesn't have to roll a check. JP's just failed his order check and gone down again with these Basiglieri. They are just stuck in place in the face of the GIs, even though their numbers are quite reduced now.
Yeah.
With the Basiglieri floundering around in the soft sand in that depression there. And speaking of depression, JP's certainly feeling a little bit of that right now. Sam's going to be brave with these guys. He passed his order check. He got excited, did it off camera. Now he's within point blank, within half range, but he's moved to 3 to hit with that flamethrower.
Yep.
Try and take that tank out.
Come on, flamethrower.
He's
Yes.
got the hit. So it's pen plus 3 on the top
Pins
armor.
first.
Pins first. Got 3 plus 1 makes 4.
Nice. Okay, that's what I
Nice.
needed.
But you're not unreliable.
Not wrong.
Yeah, you're a desert
So,
fighter.
then it's a bit 3. 5 plus 3 is lance.
5 plus 3 is 8 on the top armor.
Ooh, pen. Okay.
He knocks him out.
Nice
Okay.
on that bag.
The
Lights
guy
him
had the
up.
hatch open fucking for some heat. He's like,
Just as you run out of fuel, it's like, here, have some of ours. Okay, cool. That's
dice out the bag. So.
dice out the bag as well. With that heroic attack, they've knocked out another dice, so it's even Stevens. Does he run out of fuel though?
Come on, full tank.
No,
Full
he
tank.
does not. He's still rocking and rolling. The Italian regulars are advancing up, keeping the pressure on these veteran GIs. 2 squads versus 1. It's going to be 10 shots hitting on 5. She's staying up.
Staying up. They're trying our best. Go on, lads.
He's done okay there.
Got 3 hits. Okay.
There's
2
a nice
dead
pair of kills there. These GIs need a leadership check now. 8. He passes. It's another American dice. He's going to try and pepper pot his bazooka past the GIs. It's an advance order on a 8.
Yeah, we do.
He gets it.
So, we're going to go to the other side of the tank to avoid the sniper.
Oh, very nice. After passing his advance order, the bazooka's repositioned out of sniper range. He's popping a shot at the Dakar tank in the middle of the road. Needing a 5 here.
Come on, get him.
Oh! Italian mortars popping another shot from their trusty grove. This time into the advancing GI veterans.
Just stay down.
It's needing a lucky 6 now. Come on. No, not quite. GIs advance up to the edge of the minefield. They're going to shoot through this soft cover into these regulars. It's 10 shots on 5.
Okay.
It's an okay burst. Done.
Yeah, that was. Killed 3. No specialists.
3 regs dead. And the 2 remaining GI veterans on this flank. They pull back in the face of the advancing Italian infantry.
Only 3 shots though.
3 shots on
They can
6s.
do it though. Come on, lads.
No hits as they retreat. The truck gets a 6 on his rally order with the help of the lieutenant there. He's back in the game. Could be really clutch turn 6. American officers looking for a run order. Let's see if he's dehydrated.
Come on, grab that flask of water.
Yes, it
Still
very much
dehydrated.
is now. It's the late game.
This guy's just been slowly sprinting. He's just.
Yeah, he's just dragging his heels through this sweltering sun.
Maybe spent too much time in the mess hall.
Still 6 inches though. He'll get last Italian dice. He went for an advance order on these regs, but that single pin really shook them, and they've gone down there. So that's the Basiglione, the whole
Italians have gone down.
yeah, the whole right flank was crumbled there. Yeah, it's still all to play for, swinging backwards and forwards. The Italians have had their chance. The initiative slipped back over to the Americans, and probably they're in a little bit of an advantage now. Their bazooka lined up for a shot on the tank and the Sherman with no sun in their eyes. They've probably got the advantage in firepower at this stage, although the Italians probably still have the advantage in bodies.
Yeah.
Italians up to the halfway point now in some places, but the Americans pulling off a crafty flank over here, and it's becoming a game almost of veterans versus regs in some way, with JP's vets sort of just really not able to perform, going down with 3 of his infantry squads
thank you, Ben.
this turn and only getting forward with 1. Absolutely grim. So the Italians stalling now that the weight of fire starts coming in close. So we'll get the dice in the bag, and it's turn 6 now. Potentially the last turn of the game. Is it still even Stevens?
Yes.
Yes, even Stevens. So some of you might need to get some close assaults in, boys. Fix bayonets, that's what I do. First dice of turn 6. It's a big one.
The Italians, just one for the Italians. Come on.
The US have had it most of the game.
Come on.
USA.
Come on.
USA.
Blue. Damn
It's
it.
blue. He's going with the Daka tank, of course, shooting past the burning flamer tank at the bazooka team. It's small target and over half range, but he's going down to make it 6s, followed by 6s on 10 shots. The tank's popping a light shot on a 3 into the front of the Sherman.
Come on.
Oh no.
He hasn't hit once.
I'm tense.
Come on, keep the tradition going.
Come on.
He gets
Oh,
the hit
He gets
now.
the hit. That's 2 pins.
Okay.
That's good.
Yeah.
4 to glance. No, it's armor 9.
Armor 9.
5 to glance.
Armor 9. Come on.
It's a 6
come
and
on.
gets the pen. Okay. 4 up to knock out the Sherman. It's a 2. He immobilises him.
Okay, not the
Now
worst, but I
that
haven't gone
is
down.
what, 4 pins?
Four pins.
1 for the hit plus unreliable, and then 1 for the
And
immobilised
and he's
and
down as
unreliable.
well.
So that is
Ooh.
down a
So he
dice
is done
out
for
of the
the
bag,
game.
potentially done for the game. It's somewhat a win on the tank duel, potentially. We'll have to see. To be continued. 10 shots on the bazooka team. No chances. With the Sherman smoking and immobilised on 4 pins there. He's going for an advance on the flamethrower team. It's on the edge here. Is he within 12? We're about to find out.
So I'm gonna go 3 to the side of the tank.
Oh, that's... oh, you're going over here?
Yep. 3 to there, and I'm gonna try and get a blast onto these. Am I in?
Yes, you're just
Oh.
in there. Did not see that coming.
Is it?
Yeah, move.
The paratroopers are going to hit the deck and go down. Sam does have a BAR and a rifle going in there. That would have been hitting on 4, so probably it's now 6s.
So need that 5 for the flamethrower.
5 for the flamethrower.
Come on!
No, so he misses with that.
Does it have fuel? What's I rolling now?
It still
does.
has fuel. Should have saved that 5.
And then it's hitting these guys on 6s now, so gone down.
Yeah. He
One
gets
hit.
a hit
I'll take a
anyway.
pin.
And
kill.
a kill. Italian regulars are going for 9 shots back at these engineers here. It's 1 shot on 4s and 8 on 3s.
Yeah, so 1 on a 4. Come on.
Yeah.
Good start.
Oh, these regulars have been doing the work. Come on, 3s.
It's still
Four.
enough. It's still every single guy hit.
Yeah, 5 shots. Needing 4s now.
That's
He's
squad
killed
wipe.
4. Yeah, squad wiped out. Slice of dice, put the Italians 1 ahead. Can they get another? With the engine still steaming, the truck has rallied itself and it's going to shoot at these Basigliari at only soft cover. JP's staying up. He needs his veterans to act in this final turn potentially.
And 3 hits.
It's 3 hits there.
Come on.
Needing
get a
5s.
kill.
He's
2
got
kills.
2 more kills.
Anyone special? Anyone special? No.
No. He just keeps double tapping.
And that
his
is enough to
units.
get a rally check out of them.
No,
it's
just
just
two.
two.
Yeah,
So
no,
happy.
excited there. The veteran GIs continue to advance out of their base, pushing on to these Italian. Are you shooting the regulars or the
Just the
down?
regulars.
Yeah, just the regs.
Okay,
It's
so
9 shots on 4th for these guys. Now the sun's gone.
Alright, so let's do the 9 shots first. Come on.
Oh,
2 hits.
2
That is
hits.
rough.
Not what he
Get a
needs.
And then the 1 shot hitting on.
No. The GIs continue to advance around the minefield. They're shooting across at these regulars. The JP's pulled the dice. He's going down. Doesn't want to give one away. Just 6s followed by 6s. Nothing. Italian snipers going for a shot across at this 2-man veteran squad to see if he can force a runaway check. Needing a 3 now. He's got the hit.
Can Can you get the
Needing
kill?
a 5.
Oh, he
Got
does.
the kill. Okay. So that's going to be an extra. It's
Of course.
the officer. He needs a 7.
7.
He
No,
runs.
Fubar, proper.
Fubar, so he's fully
Off
off.
the game. And dice out the bag.
That's
for
a
me.
dice out of the bag for the Americans. That kill takes the Italians into the lead with 3 kills from the US to 5 Italian scalps. That's incredible. So in this late game, the Americans are going to have to do a final push to get the draw, and the Italians need to keep fighting to secure that victory. The Italian mortar's going for a lucky 6 over onto the officer here. If you can hit him, hopefully he can hit the truck as well. Needing a lucky 6, he can see him.
Come on. Oh, come on.
No.
No, it's the total opposite.
Potentially the final dice for the Americans of the game here, unless we go to turn 7. The officer's just pulled back a couple of inches, still staying near that truck that's immobilised. It's the final dice for the Italians, the Basiglieri. They've failed their orders all game. Let's see if they can do something now.
Right, they're going to try and fire the 2 remaining LMGs into the truck.
Okay.
Okay.
I think it's the best chance I can get another dice.
Okay, go for it.
Yeah.
Don't reckon a run.
No. So it's just 8 shots.
You need to do a pin check.
I do, yeah. So we need to pass this on an 8. They
Yes.
They've got 1 pin on them, but that's it, so it's 4s.
Oh boy.
It's
There's a
not
lot of
first.
chances.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's alright. And needing 6s here.
Uh-oh.
Come on. No.
Nothing.
Yes. But 2 pins to me though.
So I'm still unreliable.
That's true. So it's the end of turn 6, and the Italians have done really well there, picking up a couple of scraps off the Americans and going into a 2 dice lead. It's 5 American losses to 3 Italian. So if the game ends now, the Italians will have won this. However, the Italians do have
a chance.
Yeah, they've quite a few scraps of units here, regulars there, and the US veterans still have plenty of firepower and infantry that they can claim some dice back quite readily. The tanks are looking at each other, and although the Sherman is on 4 pins, so he's going to struggle, but the Italian tank will have to get him with another shot to see if he can knock him out, and I think that would really help secure the victory. So I'll roll the dice to see if the game continues. Big blue. Okay, so 4 up for a 7th turn here, Sam.
Come on, continue.
It is going to continue for a 7th turn. That's sweet. So can the Italians secure this push, seize the American blinds, or will the Americans push them back at the final hurdle?
Anyway.
The first dice of turn 7 is Italian. Now the M1542 is going to activate now, with every other vehicle on the board smoking and damaged or destroyed in some way. He's going to switch to anti-infantry fire. That's his bread and butter anyway. So he's going to spray 10 shots into these veterans here and another 10 shots into the bazooka team. Now you're staying up with
It's
both.
the only way to win the game.
You know, you're losing anyway. You've
I'm
got
going
to
to lose, I might as well go.
You've got to keep those dice active and try and swing back. So, 10 shots on 3s on the vets, 5s on the bazooka. 10 shots on 5s. He's got
just
one hit on the bazooka now. Oh, Sam.
Okay, does he do anything with it? He
does
it.
get a
could
kill.
he get the bazooka?
No.
Against the loader. I do have to do a
So,
check them quickly.
leadership check.
Leadership, stay on the field.
He foobars and runs off with the bazooka. Ah, the weight of Italian fire there coming in. Wow, okay.
Ready to get my hopes up, guys.
I was starting to believe that. I thought you were going to return fire with that
I was
bazooka.
hoping I would.
Okay, that's another dice out as well. It's 3 dice lead, but too little too late, because you only get the Italian leadership advantage if you're in a lead at the start of the turn. So,
10 shots on 3s.
not complaining. I'm
Just got to
sure.
keep taking us on the chin. This is rough. Oh,
No.
It's you missed with the one that. So that's
it's still really freaking good rolling.
6 hits.
Okay.
Leading fives now. Sam needs to get lucky. It's
does take
okay,
it.
just on the odds. Next dice is also Italian. He's going for an ambush order over on the regulars here. He needs to pass a pin check.
Fuba.
If I feel bad, yes, Sam.
Fuba. I've got those sixes.
No, it's fine. Italians are going for a mortar shot on the officer. The spotter's looking at him over here. So another 6 because he's moved.
Go for dice ready.
No. And that's the last shot of the mortar for the Italians. He's going for another ambush order on these particularly airy, so he can go down if he needs to, or he can shoot if Sam advances. He fails it on an 11.
Oh my god.
This is quicksand, man.
These have done nothing all game.
American trucks continuing to put fire into these regulars here. He needs to activate
On the turns
on a
next.
7 here. Yes, it's fine. So JP said he's going down if this guy activates.
So he's hitting on sixes anyway, so yeah, he might as well go down, not risk it.
6s followed. Is it 6s? Or 6s followed by 6s?
Sixes followed by sixes now. Come on, get some hits. There's
He's
a
got a
chance.
chance.
Top one.
No. This officer sweating in the sun behind the truck. He's going for a run order. He needs a 6.
He's desperate now. Come on.
No.
He's just gonna hobble along still.
Anybody got any water? Water? He's just staggering around the desert, just begging people for a sip.
If you get this, Sam.
Sam's going for the Sherman now. He needs to activate on a 5. His officer didn't quite make it. So if he pulls it off, it'll be a 6 to hit that tank. And 6s followed by 6s possibly. Depending on whether JP goes down from his ambush.
He wouldn't go down from
So
there.
order check on a 5.
Come on.
Fails it and goes down. You can't really revert. Well, you
No,
can
I'm
reverse.
immobilised, aren't I?
Yeah, so you just
I'm just
go
there.
down.
That's it. That's my last position of the game for him.
Sniper for the Italians. Gonna try and pop a shot over through this palm tree grove and try and suppress the veterans with an additional pin.
He
He
misses.
fails.
He hit once.
Sam's going for his last Hail Mary of the game. These GIs are going for a charge up into these regulars here. Now, the soft sand, the sand bowl, the depression, it doesn't actually slow you down. There's no rough ground between them, so he can go the full 12 inches and strike first on those regulars, but he's got to make it through a hail of ambush fire. He does pass the order. The Italian regulars, being in ambush, can wait and hold their fire till they can see the sweat on the brows of the GIs. So they're going to unleash hitting on 2s, just point blank.
It's the only way. It's the only chance I've got.
It's 9 shots on 2s. He's just got to live through this.
Don't roll ones, JP.
He's done okay there. He's hit with everything.
Okay, this is good.
I'll take that roll again now.
Okay, 5.
Come on, you got this. Killed one.
One! Oh my gosh, right now they've dodged through that hail of lead. It's time to shoot. The Italians are panicking now. They know it's coming down to bayonet time. And it's going to be 5 attacks versus no tough fighter.
No tough fighters in this.
But the GIs are fighting first, just leaping down into that depression.
So he's done 4s.
It's
Yep,
a good
4.
blow, 4 kills. And that you've got 7 in the squad, is it? So it'll be 3 left, 3
Three
back
left.
on the veterans.
I don't think we can actually do it, but that's
They cannot.
no.
Can they take
Damn
some
that
down with it?
Overwatch.
Can one of them toss a grenade in?
Oh, wow,
You can
two.
get a couple of kills. They got a 6-inch consolidate there. So they've dodged back into that soft cover, but the Italians are still winning at this point, although most of their units have shot, all gone down. Is it just these?
Just the paratroopers left.
Just the paratroopers left, and you've got
A GI squad over there.
a
though.
GI squad over here with most of their available targets being down.
Which is a real shame.
Right, okay, dice. It's the Americans first.
Okay.
So he'll have a little think. The Americans last dice, and they can still pull a draw out of this. They've advanced around the edge of the minefield and they're going to shoot into these Italian regulars that are hunkered down by the old gun position. So it's 4 shots on 6s.
Come on.
He's got a hit.
Okay.
And then,
Is it a kill? No.
no, and he needs 6 shots on 6s followed by 6s now.
Come on,
So it's
right.
gonna be
Don't let
tricky.
me down.
He's
2
got a
chances.
couple of chances.
Okay, come on.
He's got one.
Got 1. Might be able to kill one. Who knows? No.
No.
Just a pin.
So just a pin with
That-
his last
That's
dice.
CG. I can't do anything about this.
Your last dice, JP, but I think that secured the game for you right
That's-
there. Final dice for the Italians. Now he's tempted to go for a charge, but he could throw it all away. He's only got a 2 dice lead, and he doesn't fancy his chances against the GIs, even though he has a couple of tough fighters there. He's only got 2 dice to start with. So he's going to advance and try and just knock that Sherman out, just seal the deal there. So he needs to pass a normal check on 7.
Fuba.
That'd be incredible if he did.
That's a good shout. I might just go to that. No. That's not a food, that's a far to deep pass.
Silhouetted by the flames of the burning L640, the Paras advance forward. They raise their Panzerschrecks there on the immobilised Sherman.
If you can do this, fair play.
2 shots, 6 by 6.
Magic
Come
6 is
on.
needed.
I want to see
here.
this happen. Though.
Come on.
Yeah, I want to see it happen.
Oh.
No, unfortunately not. And with that, it is the end of the game. So it's an Italian victory there. GG, boys. And
GG, Sam. GG across the table. Wow.
so it all fell.
Brutalising.
Yeah, well, it all fell apart for the Americans in the end. I don't think it's a total
Right.
brutalising. If you look, the Italians are absolutely shredded, with the Americans advancing round with solid GI squads. Oh, well, these guys took a hammering in the last round, didn't they, as well?
It was worth it.
But yeah, definitely worth the assault. So all in all, although the Americans had some solid armour there, the Italians timed their push up that road well. Although they were hampered by a couple of stalls here and there, ultimately they did manage to clinch a couple more kills. Immobilising basically all of the American vehicles.
Man the match is sniper in it.
The sniper did really well. Yeah, he killed the free bombardment. That could have been big.
That could've
Loads
been-
more
that was a-
pins.
He swung the game twice.
Yes, because he
Since
also
the win.
killed. Yeah,
Since
He's-
the when Annie took over that guy.
took out this guy first turn, and then that's massive. That's 2 big game-changing kills. Although he couldn't hit for Toffee mid-game, he started and finished.
When it
on a
mattered,
high.
when it mattered, it worked. He did the job.
Yeah, that's the thing about snipers, isn't it? If you can pick up those 2 dice and those 2 dice are clutch,
Yeah.
great investment. 50 points. Is he veteran?
Veteran.
He's veteran, so still worth it. Americans got off to a great start, despite that the sun. Yeah, at first you're like, oh, it doesn't really matter. It's only -1, but then you realise, even when you're close up,
Yeah, it's
it's
still
hard to,
-1.
yeah, still hard to get those hits in, and far away. You having unreliable vehicles as well.
Oh.
Him just needing to bounce a shot off you, and
And 4 pins down.
4 pins on a glance is just absolutely
Every time the truck
grim.
got shot, 2 bins straight away. It was just
Yeah, it's a
Unreliable
miracle the
vehicle.
truck's still alive.
unreliable vehicles and just don't use them.
Yeah, absolutely awful. But you weren't forced to buy them. That it was
Yeah.
forced upon. It's just a special rule. So all in all, with the sun in your eyes and the rules going against you because the Italians
Still
desert
solid-
fighters
solid list as well.
certainly gave the Italians an advantage there. And you were forced to sort of move up out of your hard cover and fight a battle. You've got to get those kills. And that meant the Italians, just had that little bit of an advantage there.
Yeah.
And they certainly played an aggressive game and made the most of it. Sort of timed it for a couple of turns and then
Got
pounced.
lucky with the sun in the end, staying up an extra turn.
Yeah, staying till there was a 3 was certainly nice advantage. But overall, I think did really well. Played to the mission.
Most useless vehicle, Sherman.
Yeah, medium tanks, man. They just
They're just not.
disappoint game after game, innit? The light tank spam did
Light
really
tank was
well.
100 times better.
I really enjoyed the desert rules. What did you guys think, just in general?
I was really worried at the start of the game with all the benefits Sam was getting.
Mm.
on paper, the benefits that Sam had were really good, but the dehydration and stuff that he suffered.
JP had to remove one of my advantages himself though, and
Yeah.
had to
There's
get
only 2 artillery
I had to
strikes,
get
wasn't
very
it?
lucky for the sun to even be in play.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's two very
I got 2 very clutch rolls at the start of the game, which helped massively.
gave you a leg up, didn't it?
I reckon
Give me
the
a chance.
the scenario
Yeah.
could have been a bit more broken towards the defender if he'd have
Yeah,
got that
you
sun.
not getting the double artillery strike, and not getting a single 6 with the double rolls. You know, you could
don't
have
mind
just
that.
as easily taken out a couple of units there. He did force his tanks off. Very, very interesting game. I really enjoyed, seeing the
I
Desert
don't
Rules
agree.
played out. Loving the new boards and the new terrain as well. Thanks to Gene for painting up these little setups here. And then we've done these palm trees as well. So we're enjoying doing a few desert games, probably do a few more. What do you guys think about the map? Less cover, but
Cool.
you like a bit more cover in
I
there.
like cover, yeah.
We're going to play at Jungle Board as well. We've got like 80 palm trees. So we will, and I've got the Gurkhas and the Chindits coming. They're like an afternoon's painting away from being on the table. So, and Will's got his Japanese finished. So we'll be swinging over to Burma soon, taking a little world tour, trying out some different terrains, some different maps, and a ton of new factions. So any final thoughts, boys? Would you play without the desert rules in future? Do you prefer just normal rules, or do you like the desert fighting? You can normally pay.
I really enjoyed it. It was
It was a nice twist. When you've been playing for a long time, it's a nice twist. You're just starting, stick with it.
Yeah, that's it. Mixes it up a bit, keeps it fresh, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think just having a bit of fun sometimes rolling dice with your friends is more important than
Playing super competitive all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice to play some fun stuff once in a while. And I think it's really nice to see the Italians and the Americans fighting sort of cinematically in the desert. Like, just really, really cool.
My guy's fresh off the boats.
Yeah, just it was just a really fun scenario. Even though it was just simple kill points, there was a lot more to it. So with all that being said, thanks you guys for coming around. Thank you to you lot out there for watching. If you've enjoyed the battle, make sure you give us a like, give us a subscribe if you haven't already, and just shout out once again to our members. Really appreciate it. Hope you guys enjoyed the game today. So with that, I hope you found it interesting and entertaining. This has been the Scholar Progenium. Thank you very much for your time. Goodbye.